$5, which means it's a perfect time to practice our flashcards nice and loud. Let me hear ya. Aw. I. Oi. Aw. Ow. Oh. Mmm. Aw. E. Eh. Aw. Shun. Ooh. Chur. R. Ow. Aw. Oi. Way to go. Let's get this Monday started. Welcome back to Coding Detectives and happy Monday. We are going to be really awesome, close-looking detectives today. So get out your magnifying glass and let's get ready. Okay, so of course with reading, we are going to be focusing on a concept we've already learned, but one that I realized we need some extra practice on to get stronger and better at it. I can identify when C makes the soft sound. So second grade, we are working on C and G this week when they say those hard or soft sounds. We learned about this for only a few days a couple weeks ago, and I realized in our check-ins last week that we need more time to become pros and super skilled with this phonics knowledge. So we're going to spend the extra time this whole week to get better at it, to make sure everyone in this awesome second grade class can read C and G both ways automatically. So that is how we're working to build and strengthen our reading brain today. So, like we can see here in our learning target, C has a soft sound, which means if it has a soft sound, it also has a hard sound. And we looked at these before, but the hard sound for C is the sound that's most common, the one we've learned with the alphabet. We've got a little hard hat, like a construction worker, for the hard sound. And that, of course, is the same sound as K. We've got k, k, k. Can you do that with me with your hands? K, k, k. So the hard sound for C is the most common one, like we learned in the alphabet. Everybody? K, k, k. So when we see the letter C, it will most likely say K, the hard sound. And here's some examples. With our knowledge of the K sound, these words are, can you read them? Corn. Can you do your hands with me? We've got camp and cup. Exactly. Every single time here, the C was saying the K hard sound. And I've highlighted in red the C and the letter right after it because that is our clue for whether C is going to say the hard K sound or its soft sound. So here, the letter that's following C is telling us it will say its common K, K sound. But remember, there are 3 clues. There are 3 clues we can look for that will tell us C isn't going to say it's hard sound. It will actually say it's soft sound. There's 3 clues we need. 3 clues. Okay, so with C, it's also got that soft sound. Like these clouds, they're nice and soft and fluffy, like the soft sound. The soft sound for C, of course, is the same as S that we've learned. Can you do this with me? S, s. Nice and soft, all together. S, s. It's a contrast in big difference from K. We've got, everybody? S, s. So this is the soft sound that C makes. But do we remember what are our 3 big clues as decoding detectives that we can see and look for that will tell us C makes the S sound? Do you remember? There's 3 clues. We look for I, E, E, I, or Y. These are our 3 big clues. Can you say that with me? E, I, Y. When we see the letter C with these 3 clues, that is our knowledge, our understanding that C will say the S sound. E, I, or Y. When they're following right behind the letter C, that is our clue to change the sound. So, we gotta make sure that we're putting this in our bodies with mirror words, since it was a little tricky before, and we wanna make sure we get better and learn this skill. So can you get ready to use your mouth and your hands with me as we practice this soft sound knowledge? Okay, mirror words. The letter C says S with E, I, or Y. The letter C says S with E, I, or Y. One more time. The letter C says S with I, or E, I, or Y. Mirrors down. Thank you, thank you. So with this knowledge that these 3 letters are our clue with the letter C, let's go ahead and spot it and check out some soft C words. Okay, my friends. C, what letter? I. So that means C will say S. So the word is city, the city that we live in. Good job. Okay, here we've got C followed by Y. That's one of our 3 clues. So C will say what sound? S. So this first part of the word is bicycle. Look here, we've got another C, but what's following it? L. So what sound will C make here? K, k, the hard sound, because we don't see one of our clues. So the word is bicycle. Bicycle. We have 2 C's in here, but 2 different sounds, which we know by our clues after our letter. Okay, next one we've got C, E. That was one of our three clues. E-I-Y. So what sound will C make? So the word is cents. Like a penny is 1 cent. This, my friends, was the word that a lot of us were having trouble on when we were reading. But that's okay, because we're going to get better at today. Cents. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now that we've reviewed our difference between that k, k, hard sound and soft sound, we are going to play a little sorting game. So as you can see up here, I've got two little groups, hard C, k, and soft C, s. What I need you to do, Super Scholars, is get out a whiteboard, give me a piece of paper, whiteboard, and I need you to make this little chart on your board. You've got a line down the middle and two categories, hard C and soft C. We're going to play a sorting game. We're going to check out C and a pair and try to figure out, based on that letter following the C, will the C say k, k, or s? So to prepare for our sorting game, you have to make up this little chart on your whiteboard or a piece of paper. So make sure you have that. If you need to pause me, you can. But we're going to get ready to play our game. Okay, I've got my pen, and I'm going to be ready to write down the C in either category. So first up, we're just looking at C with the pair afterwards and figuring out those different sounds just on their own. Okay, detectives, let's go. So first up, we've got C-A. What sound will C-A make? We have one of our three clues. What sound will it make? The hard sound, because A is afterwards. That's not one of our three clues. So C is going to say k, k. So go ahead, can you write C-A in your hard C category? Good job. Okay, next one. How are we going to sort it? C-I. What sound will C make? Is that one of our three clues? We know C is going to say it's soft sound because we've got the letter I. Remember, E, I, or Y. Those are our three clues. So with an I, can you write in the correct category? We know C-I will say it's soft sound. Okay, next one we've got. Here we go. C-R. What sound will C-R make? Can you do it with your hands? Which one? Everybody? Because the R's not one of our magic clues. So C just says it's normal, hard sound. Good job. Okay, ready? We got some more. What do you think? C-Y. What sound is it going to make? Got a Y. Because this Y is afterwards. We've got E-I or Y. That's one of our soft sound clues. So go ahead, write it in your soft category. Good job. Okay, can you shout out this sound? Hard or soft? This would be C-T. The hard sound, because a T is afterwards, and that's not one of our three clues. We've got a hard sound. Good job. Okay, next one. Let me hear you. What would this say? C-E. What sound? The soft sound. Because of the E. Ding, ding. That's one of our big 3 magic clues. So we know it's a soft sound. Good job. Okay, we started our game. We're not done with it yet. But can you put your whiteboard down? Can you put your whiteboard down so we can give ourselves a break with this or that? So come on, put your whiteboard right down and stand up with me to give ourselves our first break on this Monday morning. Okay, are you ready? So, second grade, which of these 2 creatures would you rather have a conversation with? An alien? Would you rather get to talk to an alien? If so, you're gonna fly like a plane for 5 seconds. Or would you rather get to talk to a ghost? If so, you're gonna swim like a fish for 5 seconds. Who would you rather talk to? An alien or a ghost? What do you think? I think I'd rather talk to an alien because I'd love to learn about space. So I'm going to fly like a plane for 5 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Thank you for moving your bodies. Okay, can we come back to our seats to continue our game? Let's see. We have started at our first level of our game with just C and a pair. Now we're going to take it up to the second level of our game and look at whole words. We got to use the same skill, but now we're going to do it within a word and still figure out. Here we go. Use your awesome eyes. Ooh, we've got. What's the sound? So the word is scent. Scent. Good job. Write it in that soft C category. Scent. Awesome. Up next. C-E. Another magic E. So the word is a pace. Running pace. Good job. Another soft sound. Awesome. Okay, here we go. We've got C-A. What sound? Because we just have an A. So the word is cash. One of our hard sounds. Cash. Good job. Make sure you're writing it in the correct category. Okay, one last round of our game. Let's see what you got. How fast can you say the sound? C-O. What's the sound? Hard sound. Just the O. Go ahead. What's the word? You read the word? Cope. Look, vowel, consonant, E. Cope. To cope with something. Okay, next one. C-E. The sound would be S with the E. So the word is spice. To put spice in your food. Good job. Write it in the right space. And very last one we've got C-U. What's the sound? The hard sound. So the word is cusp. To be on the edge of something. The cusp. The hard sound. job, Super Scholars. Look at all these C knowledge that we sorted into the K or S sound. And this was using our awesome decoding detective skills of looking for our magic 3 clues, E, I, or Y. So now it's going to be your turn to be a decoding detective on your own with our letter C. Okay, Super Scholars, this is the Dojo worksheet you are going to find on Class Dojo to practice your awesome, hard, and soft C skills. So you've got 2 steps. Step number 1, circle the words with a hard C in red. So you're going to get the red tool out, and whenever you see, with your detective skills, a word that makes the hard C sound, you'll circle it in red. But a soft C in blue. So when you see a word with our 3 magic clues, E, I, or Y, then you will circle that word in blue because it's making our soft sound. Once you've gone through number 1, been a detective, and found all the difference in those C sounds, then number 2, you're going to practice reading the chart 3 times. 3 times. That means 1, and again, 3 times. All of these words so you can practice really quickly, automatically, fluently reading the difference between the K hard sound and the S soft sound. We want to practice all these skills again and again so we can be quicker and our reading can be more automatic on our own. So step number 1, you're going to look for the difference between hard and soft. And step number 2, you're going to practice your reading, your quickness, your fluency by reading 3 times. This is the 2 stars version of our chart. There is also a 1-star version that I will be putting up on a few of yours dojos so you can focus on just looking and see and a pair. So you can really get this skill down before you practice a few of these words. So some of you will see this version of the worksheet if you really just need to practice on the C and a letter. So eventually you can get up to our awesome 2 stars and be reading these great words. Okay, Super Scholars, I can't wait to spend this whole week practicing our soft and hard sounds. So let's get started on this Monday, and here we go.